What's poppin', petroleum jelly? Happy Juneteenth, everybody. It's me, Keisha, aka Color Me Pynk, and I'm here with this week's All Tea, All Shade, Real Housewives of Atlanta, season 15, episode 7 review. So the episode begins with Drew meeting with a music director that she used to work with back in the day named RHOA. And she wants him to direct her new music video. He says if Ralph isn't in shape, they're going to have to recast him. Like, they going to need that body to be together. She like, for real? Like, I'm funding this. I think I should have the say so. But at the same time, she knows that she has to do what's best for her, despite the fact that it may hurt his feelings. And to be honest with you, I wouldn't have had Ralph in my video with his cone head self. Like, you could have found somebody else, girl, that would have really gave a vibe. Like, you might think he cute, but we don't. You trying to get us to buy your music. You trying to get us to watch this video. We don't want to see you and Ralph. We don't even want to see you and Ralph on the show, let alone in a music video. Ew, no. So Sanya and Sheree do cryptotherapy, and afterwards they sit down and they discuss what happened between Marlo and Candy. And Sanya was like, I don't understand why the other girls left. What you mean you don't understand why the other girls left? They don't like her, so why would they stay? Especially after something like that just happened. My homegirl left. What we look like staying to kick it with around Marlo? No. Sanya get on my nerves acting dumb, and she just say stupid crap, and I just don't like her. Get her off the show. So Sheree was like, I'm trying to put something together. I'm gonna call it We Need to Be Gucci. So Sanya says that she wants to talk to Candy because she thinks the info got back to her wrong from Kenya and Drew. It didn't get back to her wrong. Not at all. And I need for you to stop trying to be Judge Judy. Like, just run. Just run. Jesus, and do nothing else. So Marlo meets with Courtney for dinner, and she tells Courtney that that her managers are hooking her up on a blind date. So she then goes to thank Courtney for helping her get her record expunged, or at least helping her do it, and says that the other girls never helped her. Why would they offer to help you get your record expunged? Make it make sense. Like, you just spew stupidity out of your mouth. How they even know that your record not expunged? Like, girl, shut up, Marlo, please. Like, oh my God, I hope she do not get no peach. Don't bring her back. She's annoying. So Candy then meets with Sanya at OLG. And I love seeing Candy wear her natural hair. I think it's so cute on her. So Candy was like, I'm not about to be messing with you and your home girl. You know what I'm saying? Because she knows that Sanya rocks with Courtney and Marlo. So Sanya was like, why? And Candy was like, because I be feeling like you straddle the fence sometimes. And Sanya was like, well, I don't want y'all to feel like I'm not being a good friend to y'all because I'm friends with Marlo. That's exactly what it is. You're fake. You hee and ha behind their backs, but then when you get around them, you want to act like it's all good when it's obvious that those are your homegirls, which is fine. But don't try to act like it's all good between us. But then when they sitting up talking about me, you want to sit up and laugh and giggle and have your opinions. Nah, I'm good. So Candy was like, there are times when I feel like you're playing down what she did. That's when it annoys me. And Sanya was like, well, what went back to you is not what she said to me. Okay, that don't mean that she didn't say something different to somebody else. Of course, this is Marlo that we're talking about. Stop acting like you don't know who Marlo is. Girl, ugh. So Candy gets emotional and starts to cry when she talks about how she lost her brother at the age of 15. And she was like, I'm not the most sentimental girl. I'm more of like a motivational friend. If I can help you in any kind of way, that's the type of friend that I am. And that's the type of friend that I am. I'm not the sentimental, emotional type. Not at all. Like, my friends know that about me. I'm the type that will do stuff for you or help you if I can in any type of way, but you're not going to get me, oh, give me a hug and all. No, don't touch me. I won't touch you. Like, just not that. And I think if Candy's anything like me, she has to be strong. You know what I'm saying? Because if she allows herself to fall, she probably won't get back up again. So I know I have to be stoic. You know what I'm saying? Just so I won't get in a depressive, like manic, panic state. You know what I'm saying? So I fully understood where she was coming from with that. So Ralph apparently is upset when he found out that he not the leading man and says that Rage just needs to see his body. Drew, on a good hand, got Lady Gaga's old choreographer. I don't know if they still work together or not. But Drew says that the other guy couldn't make it, so she wants Ralph in the video. And she wants to do it not only, for the video, but for their marriage, because she don't want no smoke. I don't think that person really backed out. I think that she just said that so she could get him in a music video because he was having a little attitude. You know what I'm saying? And I think that he just wanted to make sure that he incorporated himself into her, music video one way or another. Like he wanted that FaceTime, which says a lot about him. And she proceeded to give him a little lap dance in front of everybody so they could see their chemistry. And he took off his shirt and I was like, please put it back on. The whole episode just made me want to purge. So Kenya meets with her OBGYN because she wants to know about having another baby because she wants Brooklyn to have a sibling. And I just love me some Brooklyn, so I want her to have another baby too. But the gag is she has embryos with Mark that she wants to use because she don't want multiple baby daddies. And I'm like, okay, now are you the sixth Kardashian? Like, what's going on with you, ma'am? Like, why would you want to have another baby with this man that has been absolutely horrible to you, who is not a good father to Brooklyn? He don't spend time with her for real. Like, so why would you even want to put yourself through that and have another tie with him? Like, come on, Kenya, be serious. Be serious. I hope that she was just doing this for a scene and that the plan is to go ahead and get a surrogate or something. I don't know. Adopt something. I understand you want to use your embryos. He already put his little seed in it. You're just leave it alone. Ain't nobody got time for all that. And plus, she had a whole bunch of complications when she was pregnant with Brooklyn, and when she did her C-section, the doctor was like it was one of the scariest ones that she ever did and everything. So it's just a lot. So the ladies meet for Sheree's Gucci brunch, and out of all the girls' outfits, I think my favorite was Marlo's and Sanya's suit. I like the suit. So Drew was like, Marlo needs a hug. She needs attention. Very much true. That is more so she needs attention. Like she needs that attention and validation. So Candy notices that Marlo is a seat down from her. And she was like, she needs to be moved. So she asks for her to be switched with Kenya. So Marlo arrives and her and Candy don't speak to each other. I wouldn't have spoke to her neither, girl, because ain't nobody got time for you. So Sheree tears up because she wants them to get along and she just don't like all this fighting and we supposed to be sisters and it just really is bothering me. Girl, it ain't bothering you when every chance you get when you're not around Candy, you got something slick to say. Girl, shut up. So Kenya was like, I do have Jesus on speed dial because only Jesus can fix this. And I was like, tell him what you want. Jesus on the main line. Tell him what you want. So Sheree was like, Candy, with you and Courtney, I think it was a big misunderstanding. So they both agreed that their argument was stupid and that they're basically going to start anew. Sanya was like, Kenya, I feel like I have been a consistent friend to you, but at Ross' birthday party, you were like lukewarm with me. And when you told me to go home on the trip, I felt like the friendship I want to have with you isn't being reciprocated. So Kenya was like, honestly, there's a level of me that don't trust you. She was like, plus you called me because you had some press stuff to do and you wanted my advice and help, and then the show that you went on, you said some stuff that was offensive to me. Well, come to find out, she was calling Kenya for advice for going on Watch What Happens Live. And when Andy asked her, does she think that Kenya's butt is real or fake, she responded with Marlo. When Marlo brings it to your attention and you look at the shape of it, it does look like it could potentially be a fake booty. Now, I would have an issue with that because you calling me, asking me for advice, but then you dissing me and trying to be funny on the show that you asked me for about advice about. And this is why people don't like you, Sanya, because you fake. You fake as I don't know what. So Sanya was like, well, I'm never with Marlo talking about you. I genuinely want to build a friendship with you. Girl, you stay cackling and giggling with Marlo. So stop lying so much. Ugh. So Sanya says that she genuinely wants to build a friendship with Kenya. And she was like, Kenya says, I need to see how you move. We need to see how we are with each other and if you're worthy of that trust. So Sanya look at her like, bitch, who you talking to? And Sheree was like, no, that could be, mutual, vice versa, whatever. But in all truthfulness, yeah, I need to see if you're worthy of my trust because so far you have shown that you are untrustworthy and you're annoying. And you're a flip-flopper. Ugh. So Sanya was like, so there's not going to be any resolve with you all and Marlo, talking about Kenya, Candy, and Drew. And so Marlo was like, I shared with Drew that I just wanted a different reaction from my friend of 10 years. I can't make somebody like me. Now, mind you, when Courtney asked her when they had dinner separately, why hadn't she talked to Candy about this prior? And she said, well, I haven't seen her. Well, on Candy Speak on It, she was like, that was a lie. She had just saw me a week before at BravoCon. She was on Speak on It before that. Like, if you had this on your chest so bad, you could have talked to me about it. But no, you chose to bring it up on the show because you're reaching and looking for a storyline. So Kenya was like, you can't make someone like you when you're constantly attacking someone and being evil. And Marlo was like, I could be around you ladies and it not be a problem. Kenya pretends to choke, which I found to be hilarious. And Sheree giving her the Heimlich maneuver and stuff. And so everybody at the table is just arguing and talking loud. And Marlo was like, the bigger issue is what kind of friend you are to Candy. And Sheree in her confessional say Candy always has her people speaking for her. They wipe her A too. And like Candy pointed out, it's not that they sticking up for me. They got their own issues with Marlo. Kenya and Marlo ain't never got along. Kenya can't stand Marlo. So, of course, she going to get at her whenever she can. Drew and her now have issues with each other. So, that's why Drew don't see it for her. So, it's not that everybody's, fighting Candy's battles. They don't like her neither. So, and then what is the difference with what you and Sanya are doing for Marlo? Make it make sense. So, Marlo gets up to leave, and Kenya says something about her being a bottom rung biatch. Marlo walking out telling some that Kenya's so disrespectful. I can't be around someone that disrespectful. And I said, well, pigs must be flying. I know you of all people ain't talking about somebody disrespectful with all of the trash things that come out of that mouth of yours. Girl, get out of here. So Sheree runs after her, and Marlo was like, I don't want that energy on me. I don't want that on my Python Gucci. Now that was funny. So Kenya was like, the bitch sold her for a bag. And I was like, well, where'd that come from? Now that was a lot. That was a lot. But then again, they've said worse about each other and to each other. So Sheree and Marlo come back in, and Sheree asks Kenya not to talk. Like, let it just be between Marlo and Candy. So Kenya was like, all right. So Marlo was like, I just wanted some condolences. And Sanya was like, Marlo isn't saying you're responsible to Candy. And Candy was like, Sanya, I do not need you to be her lawyer today. Shut up. So here goes Sanya. You're focusing on something that is not the issue. And Candy was like, F her and those flowers that she expected to get. You drag me every time you get. And she does. And you started all of this last season. So Marlo was like, you are a spoiled, privileged girl. how is she spoiled and privileged? She worked hard for everything she had. She didn't grow up with a silver spoon in her mouth. Yes, her life was easier than yours, but what? Marlo, you and your tongue-tied self, girl, oh, just annoying. Her and Sanya really just, my goodness gracious. That was my review, though, of this week's episode of RHOA. Overall, I'm going to give this week's episode a C-. It was cute for what it was, but they just irked my soul at this point. Y'all let me know down below in the comment section what y'all thought about last night's episode. Make sure to thumbs up this video, like and subscribe, and hit the notification bell button. I love you guys, and I'll see you on the next video. Bye.